Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it! Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Check pass, check pass. Kill, kill, kill. No, 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 off, off, off. Check!
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Cut, cut, cut.
Now Bridgewater. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On third down, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Just like that. Just like that. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color. Right.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Completes it to Hardman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman, his sixth touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Here we go, D. Shift, shift.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Ready, 55, Mike 55.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say, when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
He don't want it. You go tight.
Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a can...
It got his man complete. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Yeah, baby.
A big play there. 88 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He's got daylight. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52. I'm going back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Go. Mike 52. Mike 52. Too little, Cupcake.
To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 44. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that.
Yellow. Hey, let's go.
21-0 our score after one.
Chiefs 21, Broncos nothing.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready. They still playing
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Great job, man. Keep getting
A
those touchdowns.
7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
We
No
got
doubt.
this.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And it's third down.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First down, Broncos.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Bridgewater. Screen pass to Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Slam, slam, slam. Check, crop.
Here's Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Royce Freeman is going to be stopped short, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he'll pull it down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Tyler Newsome now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A minute 50 to go. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon,
yo, my guy, I'm fucking this nigga up.
if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might matter more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays,
No, that's trick.
He's going to have to make some real adjustments.
You should watch that broadcast. So now I know you playing the game.
First down, it'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Rush in. Rush 43. Rush in.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes forced out to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take
He a lame though because he cheating.
first down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll run on first down. Covered. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Kill.
15, 15.
Chose to use you. Comes to me, it's me.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And they'll have
Yo, CD Lamb is lighting this boy up, yo.
27 yards there, a first down.
CD Lamb is lighting him up.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. That's
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Oh, shit. Ooh!
He's got it.
Ooh!
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards.
That man.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use.
Was that Tyreek or was that Nico? I don't even know. That's going nice, though.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw, it's
oh, shit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Mahomes being chased out left. He'll run it.
Oh, he got in there, though. He got in there, though. Yo, I'm killing this nigga, bro. I'm killing him. And he got stuck.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here.
You know he mad as fuck his man tossed me into the end zone. You know he is. And I get ball at half. I just realized that.
I guess what do we say? The end will justify the means.
Live, we learn.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
I just wish I had a better offensive line so I could run the ball more.
What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm.
Because it should be hard.
But also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's third down and
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Six guy. Check six guy.
15.
He's coming. Double up. Double up.
Yellow.
Coming. Double up. Why? Who?
Working from the gun.
Man. That's some trash.
Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point.
This nigga tripped, Joe.
That they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it this time. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Smoke. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. No.
They go play action. Bridgewater.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was
I'm trying to do another sack, too.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an
Yo, he will not punt the ball to this man, yo.
Let's go, baby.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
He dropped it! No, he didn't! Oh, my goodness. This man dropped this shit, yo. That is tough. I'm still in this game right now. Oh, shit.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On play action, it's Mahomes going for it all.
Good shit.
This is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Damn, I could have got this shit.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 1st down, Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for... And that's caught inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. Look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again.
What? Oh, my gosh.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys.
That nigga's stupid.
For a nice explosive run.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Mike, 58, right? What we got? What we got? What we got?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw is Bridgewater.
That's on me.
Tight end fan. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Why are you pushing him forward, stupid ass?
Close to the goal line, but not quite. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker.
Good job. Good job.
Trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
I'm going to hit you.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Bridgewater. And my
Did you really just throw that shit?
Interception. Able to get there and pick it.
No.
Bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Interception.
He really threw that shit. You know, I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some ball.
All right, yo, stop throwing it back. Stop!
Kareem Jackson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I'm just giving him stats. He doesn't deserve them drop.
He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to lay one up deep.
Hell no, nigga.
Incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The back
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn
All right, how's it feel?
Blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30.
Oh my gosh. Everybody got my way.
At the 48-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there.
They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it.
Yeah, bro, that was some lag. This shit tough.
Athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Switch it.
They'll run. It's Lindsey.
Oh, no, I'm not doing this. You're out the party. I'm not even talking anyways, so I don't know.
That these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Oh,
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
You better be afraid of me.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And
why is it still like a delay? Oh my gosh.
For the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
I'm turning this stuff off. Like, that shit is freaking